world knows the British Museum is a temple of transparency. 6 million people a year stream under the glass canopy of its great court, searching for the roots of civilization. They queue for the Rosetta Stone, they crowd around the Parthenon marbles. But there is another version of this building, one that only exists when the doors are bolted and the city of London falls silent. In the world of the ultra-elite, the ultimate luxury isn't owning a masterpiece, it's owning the hours. It's what we call exclusive hours. Imagine arriving at 2 in the morning. The grand, wrought iron gates swing open for a single vehicle. Inside, there are no crowds, no camera flashes, no noise. There is only the hum of the climate control and the echo of your own footsteps on the marble floor. This is the invisible standard of absolute access. For the 0.01%, the museum isn't a gallery. It's a private library. And they aren't here to see what's on display. They are here for the Shadow Museum. To understand this shadow, you have to understand the secretum. Established in 1865, it was a room that technically didn't exist on any public floor plan. It was created to house artifacts deemed too dangerous or too obscene for the Victorian public. Ancient erotic carvings, so-called cursed amulets, and spiritually charged relics that were believed to incite madness or social decay. For over a century, the secretum was a myth, an insider's legend. To get in, you needed a special key, a high-ranking title, and a gentleman's curiosity. While the secretum was eventually dismantled and its items integrated into the archives, the philosophy behind it never left. That philosophy of the hidden collection remains, and today, it has evolved. It's now called the private ledger. This is a digital and physical inventory of items that will never see the light of a public gallery. Some are too fragile, others are too politically sensitive. These are the items that serve as a kind of secret currency in the quiet world of global diplomacy. When a billionaire or a head of state requests a private viewing protocol, they aren't looking at the marble statues in the main halls. They are being led down into the high-security basement vaults to sit in the presence of the unsearchable. The experience of the private ledger is a masterclass in sensory engineering. The air in these deep vaults is kept at a constant 18 degrees Celsius, with humidity levels that never waver by more than 1%. It is a climate of suspended animation, designed to halt time itself. When you are granted a private viewing, you aren't just looking at an object, you are participating in a ritual. A senior curator, one of the few people who knows the true location of every item, brings out a tray lined with acid-free tissue paper. There is no glass between you and the artifact. You are invited to lean in, to smell the ancient cedar of a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus, to see the microscopic chisel marks on a gem once worn by an emperor. This is the luxury of frictionless history. In the galleries upstairs, you are a spectator, kept at a distance. But down here, in the vaults, you become a steward. For 30 minutes, you are the only person on earth allowed to acknowledge that this object even exists. It's a profound shift in perspective, a moment of unparalleled intimacy with the past. But the deeper you descend into the museum's foundations, the more the atmosphere changes. Below the public floorboards, the museum functions less like a cultural institution and more like a high-end black site. We aren't just talking about gold and jewels anymore. We are talking about information sovereignty. Why are these specific items kept hidden? Because in the world of high-stakes wealth and power, invisible assets are the most potent. The British Museum holds what are known as contested treasures. The Benin bronzes, the Waddesdon bequest, the fragments of lost empires. To put them all on displays to invite debate, protest, and unending legal battles. But in the private ledger, they exist in a legal and social vacuum. They become dark assets, a form of wealth that has been removed from the public conversation entirely. For the elite, these items are more than art. They are symbols of the invisible standard. Owning the rights to view a contested artifact is a silent handshake between the museum and the powerful donor. It is a way of saying, we both understand the true value of what is kept in the dark. There are pieces in this ledger that have no names, only catalogue numbers. These are artifacts recovered from private excavations, pieces that history books haven't caught up to yet. Imagine holding a coin minted by a king who has been erased from every textbook, or a map that shows the world before its modern borders were ever drawn. This is the ultimate status symbol, the ultimate flex to know a truth that the other 7 billion people on the planet are denied. It marks the transition from being a mere consumer of history to becoming its gatekeeper. As the first light of dawn begins to touch the glass of the Great Court, the ritual concludes. The invisible staff, the security teams and curators who move like ghosts through the hallways reset the museum. The precious trays are returned to the vaults. The heavy iron doors are locked. The 0 point is restored. By the time the first tourist taps their card at the turnstile at 10 o'clock in the morning, the Shadow Museum has vanished completely. That visitor will walk past a blank wall, never knowing that just 6 inches of reinforced concrete away sits a relic that could rewrite the history of an entire continent. Most people believe the British Museum is a place where history is saved for everyone. But the truth, it seems, is far more complex. It is a place where history is managed, where it is curated for the very few. The vaults of the forbidden remind us that the ultimate luxury isn't the ability to see the world. It's the power to decide what the world is allowed to see. It is the privilege of the shadow, the prestige of the unlisted, and the quiet, heavy knowledge that the most important things in this building, well, the ones you will never be allowed to find. Thanks for watching.